The Battle of Pruth, fought between July 18 and July 21, 1711, was a key episode in the Russo-Turkish War of 1710 to 1711, and marked a dramatic and nearly catastrophic moment for Tsar Peter the Great and the Russian Empire. The conflict arose in the aftermath of the Swedish defeat at the Battle of Poltava in 1709 during the Great Northern War, after which the defeated Swedish king, Charles XII, sought refuge in the Ottoman Empire, settling in Bender, in present-day Moldova. Peter's demands for Charles's extradition and his aggressive diplomatic pressure on the Ottoman court antagonized Sultan Ahmed III, who eventually declared war on Russia in 1710. Peter, underestimating the threat posed by the Ottomans, decided to take the initiative and launched a military campaign into Ottoman-controlled Moldavia in 1711, aiming to secure the support of local ruler Dimitri Cantemir and provoke a wider anti-Ottoman uprising. The Russian force, numbering about 38,000 soldiers, was accompanied by Cantemir's Moldavian troops and a large number of Cossacks. However, the campaign quickly ran into trouble due to logistical failures, lack of reliable supply lines, and the rugged terrain of the region. As Peter's army advanced southward along the Pruth River, it soon became apparent that the Ottomans were mobilizing in overwhelming strength. Grand Vizier Baltacı Mehmet Pasha led an Ottoman force of approximately 120,000 men, including elite janissaries and powerful Tatar cavalry, and with the support of the Crimean Khan Devlet Tugiri, the Russians found themselves trapped between the Pruth River and the superior Ottoman army. The Russian camp was soon surrounded, and with dwindling supplies, extreme heat, and widespread disease weakening morale, Peter's position grew increasingly desperate. Despite several skirmishes and attempts to break through the Ottoman lines, the Russians were unable to escape the encirclement. At this critical juncture, negotiations began, allegedly encouraged and influenced by Peter's wife, Catherine, the future Empress Catherine I, who offered her personal jewels to bribe the Ottoman commander into agreeing to lenient terms. The resulting Treaty of the Pruth, signed on July 21, 1711, allowed the Russian army to retreat unmolested back across the Dniester River. In exchange, Russia agreed to return the fortress of Azov to the Ottomans, destroy fortifications in Taganrog and other strategic areas along the Sea of Azov, cease interference in Polish and Cossack affairs, and allow the Swedish King Charles XII safe passage back to Sweden. The treaty was seen in Russia as a humiliating escape from disaster, and Peter himself admitted that only luck and Ottoman caution had saved his army from annihilation. For the Ottomans, although the treaty represented a military and diplomatic victory, many in Constantinople were dissatisfied with what they saw as overly generous terms, and Baltacı Mehmet Pasha was later dismissed from office. The Battle of Pruth revealed the vulnerability of even the most ambitious empires when faced with poor planning and overconfidence. It temporarily checked Russian expansion in the Black Sea region and reminded Peter the Great of the importance of securing internal stability and logistics before launching foreign campaigns. Though Peter later recovered and expanded Russian influence in other directions, the 1711 campaign remained a sobering lesson in the risks of imperial overreach.